Farrell on it again, deep one around the back, Quinn there's the Frenchman goal! It's Andrew Quinn, the underdogs bare their teeth and show their fight in this cup final. Drogheda United strike first.
Welcome to the We Are the Drogs podcast, a Drogheda United fans podcast, proudly sponsored by the Coffee Box.
Hello and welcome to the We Are the Drogs podcast, season 2, episode 26. So joined as usual by Owen and Richie. How are we doing, boys?
Oh, good, lads.
Yeah, no bother.
Back off your 15th holiday of the year there, Richie?
I wouldn't say it was 15 now. Close enough to it though, but just not 15 yet. I've got one more to go.
Good stuff. How'd you get on?
Yeah, great time, yeah. I just off the 2 weeks, so it was lovely, yeah, it was great. Brilliant. So got a bit of golf in as well while I was off, so all good.
Lovely. What was I going to say to you? You made it down to the game on Saturday, Richie? You travelled?
Yeah, look, the fact I was still on holidays, and we originally had the hotel booked for the Friday night thinking we were going to be playing Friday night, so we just stuck with the original plan, and we were down Friday, a few of us, and stayed Friday night and out to the match then on Saturday and drove home after. It was good.
Yeah. It's not too bad.
Yeah. Now look, the fact the game was on at 4 o'clock on the Saturday worked out really well.
Yeah.
If it had been any later on a Saturday night, probably wouldn't have done it. But we were back and drawing all at 9:45.
Jesus, that's grand. Where was the game on, Richie? Is it Douglas?
It's out in Douglas, yeah. So it was about, we put into the sat nav, it was literally about 13 minutes out the road from the city.
Oh, grand.
Yeah, very, very easy to get to. Yeah, so it was out basically towards Douglas, yeah.
Right, cool. Did you end up just watching it on the box, Owen?
Yeah, just ended up watching the box, yeah. So yeah, unfortunately couldn't make it down, but job done anyway.
Bit of a mess up with the buses. Owen, is that correct? I'm not blaming anyone. I'm just saying it was a bit of a misunderstanding.
Yeah, there was. Yeah,
that's a shame.
That's a shame, yeah. Because there was a decent number then. I actually think now we had one of the security guards counting. There was 72 Drogheda fans.
72.
72 of us, yeah. So, it was good now. It was worth going down. It was a nice little setup now. It was nothing spectacular. But in fairness to them, they put a lot of effort into the day, and you could see why they wanted to hold it in their ground and put on a bit of a showcase, if you know what I mean.
Would there have been any more room if we had brought 200 or 300 down? Where would we have gone? Like, 'cause it doesn't look like there's much standing space.
Yeah, no, there wasn't now. Like, it was they had us sectioned off, like, it was, like, I thought going down we could stand wherever we wanted around the ground. I just thought it was going to be like Diffie or Drogheda town, and just basically stand along the Rathope, say, you know what I mean? But, no, they had us sectioned in with our own little sort of walkway down to it, all barriered off, into another little section, all barriered off. Couldn't get near the dressing rooms, couldn't get near their fans. Not their fans, but their crowd, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So I think they probably knew by ticket sales that what they had going down. So they sort of allowed it for that. If there was 200 or 300 more, I don't know. I don't know where they would have put us.
I would imagine it's an FAI thing that you have to have segregation and all that kind of stuff. Maybe, I don't know. I do remember years ago going to certain places, zero segregation. Like, but maybe it's a thing. I don't know.
Yeah, no, it definitely is. Because I got talking to one of the lads below there, and he was saying the same. He said, if you look at everything here, it costs them money to do everything by putting the barriers up.
Yeah.
And have security in. So it would have cost them money. So we were saying, look, it's definitely an FDI thing that we had to have it done.
Right. Yeah, look, on the game itself, all I got to see was highlights because I was mad busy all day, to be honest with you. What was your initial thoughts on the game from watching it on the box?
Yeah, it's kind of, without being spectacular, got the job done. Kind of scored early, which always helps. Yeah, not a whole lot really to say. Like, just very comfortable win.
Okay, thanks for joining us, everybody. We'll be back next. It's another one of them, is it?
Yeah, it was just a 45-minute game.
Yeah, it kind of is. Like, yeah, can't really do a deep dive on it, can you?
No, definitely it wasn't 20. Now look, as you said, like, to get that early goal, like that was just perfect. It was exactly what we needed.
27 seconds.
Yeah. It was probably our fastest goal ever, is it?
Oh, Jesus, it has to be up there, yeah. I'm trying to think if we scored earlier ones.
I remember we actually score against Craptown, but I think that was about 90 seconds in a league game a few years ago in United Park. What's his name? He's actually playing for Longford Town now.
Dean Williams.
Yeah, Dean Williams. I think he scored after about 90 seconds or something. Or it might not have been that quick, but there certainly wasn't 27 seconds. So, yeah,
No.
look, good to see Anselin on the score sheet for his debut goal.
Yeah, no, it was walked around, and like, if I remember correctly now, I think College Corinthians tipped off. I could be wrong on that now, but basically we got the ball then straight away, whatever, and got it out to Warren, and Warren did super. Like, straight away, Warren was just on it, and took on his man, just dinked the ball into him. Like, it was just brilliant. It was just a perfect start, because games like that, they can get a bit tricky if you don't score early.
Yeah, once the team settles and that, you can kind of get their feet and all that, but yeah, you just kind of stun them early on. It kind of helps.
Yeah, big time, and it sort of dampened there a bit of a crowd, because there was a decent number there, like, watching it, but it sort of dampened all that as well. And they just settled into, and total control of the game.
Right. Would there be, I know they're a fairly big sort of Munster senior league club, aren't they? Like, Adamida and Chidozie Ogbene and various players have come through that football club. Like.
Yeah. Like, they're definitely well known. I'd imagine the Munster senior league, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're the top tier of that,
Yeah. But, no, look, they were well organised, they were well set up, like, you'd one or two nice players in that, but you could just see the difference in the fitness and the physical side of it. It's very like Luton game at home.
Yeah,
they're pre-season as well.
That's right, Owen.
That's what I was just about to say, Owen. It's like, it's getting a bit fucking daft with the non-alignment of Irish football, because, years ago there would have been shocks, but it's just not going to happen anymore. You know what I mean? You just can't see any of these teams beating. You might get, like, say College Corinthians are playing somebody down the bottom of the fourth division or something. You might get a shock, but you just can't see any of these. I'm not going to call it non-league, whatever it is, but them beating any of the teams in the top flight, it's just not going to happen, is it? Without aligning the seasons.
No.
And
I don't even think it will happen, even if they are lined up. Like, just the professional thing now, the professional side of the game compared to amateur game, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know. I think they did try to do it, but a lot of clubs shot it down. Like,
they did. Yeah. Typical.
But it's a bit fucking ridiculous. Like, you think of how wet the winter was there. Like, we probably had 60 odd straight days of rain. At the end of the games that were called off, like all levels that were called off. Now, if they had the summer league, they wouldn't have had any games called off for bad weather or anything like that. I know that people say it clashes with kind of holidays, and Gaelic season, all that, but you can work together and work around it and stuff. And you can talk, some leagues were talking about having 2 different seasons. They'd have like a spring and a summer season, kind of break it up and stuff. But yeah, so yeah, I just, some people just won't change their ways.
Yeah, I definitely think that argument's gone out the window, Owen, of clashing with GAA. Like, the GAA runs from January now till December. Like, between league and players training and other sort of commitments within the GAA, like, I think you have to stop. You have to get away from that. I think you have to just look after your own sport. Basically, what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, no, like that's. But even like if you just say a local soccer team, the local yacht club say, right, our kids are going to train Mondays, so then pick another night to train, or just so that the kids don't have to pick and choose at a younger age. They should be able to play both and then make a decision later on.
Yeah,
but then you'd have some guy lads will just say, right, if you're playing for the soccer team, I'm not picking you. Like,
yeah. I've been involved in coaching both sides. Well, not coaching. I used to coach a bit of GAA, but I coach football now. Now the football lads are quite good at moving around and accommodating the GAA. The GAA don't accommodate the football side of it. They don't, and I've seen that firsthand.
Yeah,
I've seen a bit as well. Back when I played.
Oh yeah, I had a conversation with somebody who will remain nameless about this the other day, and we were talking about it. It's like there is still an element of sort of anti-football, kind of bias with GAA, with the GAA organisation. But when it comes down to it, they've no bother letting fucking Man United and Leeds come over and play to fucking 85,000 people in Croke Park. Like, they're not anti-football, they're anti-League of Ireland. Like, because it's just they're pitting themselves against League of Ireland football, and they've done that forever, as if we're their enemy. Like, you know what I mean? I know loads of people who like fucking GAA and football. We're not in competition with each other. It's a joke, and there's enough kids out there that like playing both games, and you can play both games. Jeez, we were growing up, everybody played both games. I think when you get to maybe your sort of later, maybe 13, 14, 15, and you're really good at one of them, you might need to make some sort of a choice then. Because maybe you have potential, and maybe you will play county football, or you might go and play League of Ireland, or go abroad if you're really, really good. But I mean, fucking hell, I think the time has come for everybody to start working together in this country. There's too many little factions, and even the football community in Ireland is really split, as we said, with like junior football and them not wanting to align to the summer thing and all that. It's just crazy. But look, College Corinthians, obviously, I think they were junior FAI Cup champions very, very, very recently. They won some sort of trophy, but
the
as I
Intermediate
said,
Cup, yeah.
Intermediate, excuse me. I just don't see any shocks in the near future unless we do sort of align the seasons. But look, that's really neither here nor there. But so as we said, look, really good to see Anselin on the score sheet, and I think it was Mark Doyle got the second on about 12 minutes, and it looked like a fairly hefty old challenge on him after he scored. Was he okay after it, or did he look a bit cross?
He did look a little bit alright. Yeah, he was fine though. He played on. He played the rest of the game.
Okay.
Yeah, but it was mad because we were standing there in the bottom corner, that was up. Like, he's got up the top end. We couldn't see him. We didn't even know it was a goal.
Right.
It was only until we sort of seen him, the players going over to celebrate with him.
Right.
But was it the keeper that came out on top of him? Was it their keeper?
No, it was a centre half. I just had it on there a second ago. It's a lovely little through ball actually by Kavanagh, I think, for that goal. And yeah, your man it's just a late tackle on him. They've the hands up to try and look for an offside, and it certainly is an offside, but your man just kind of follows through on him a little bit.
Yeah. No, it was good. Yeah, it was good for him to get a goal as well. You want your striker scoring every game.
Yeah, 100%. And did Warren Davis start that game?
Yeah.
Where did he start? What way were we playing? It looks like we three at the back, three centre halves, and who was playing left and right? Buckner.
He'd Buckner and Warren, yeah, but they weren't playing as full backs at all. They were pushed right up, like Bulger Keeley and Abaji just dealt with it themselves, the three of them at the back on their own.
Right, okay. So three at the back, an actual three at the back.
Yeah, the three boys there, but as I said, Buckner now, like Buckner was right up the pitch and so was Warren, right up the pitch.
Okay. How did Warren get on, do you reckon?
Warren was really good. Warren was really, really good, yeah. And like, the difference in the first half and the second half, to me, was because Warren come off and Buckner come off. Because the two boys are causing so much problems with you.
And how do you mean the difference, Richie? Obviously, I didn't get to see the whole thing, but did we really take the foot off the gas in the second, though?
Massive. Yeah, I'd say Donny told them, just lads, don't do anything here. Just go through the motions.
Somebody else, Owen, was it you that was saying it? I'm not sure on the WhatsApp. I really wasn't paying much attention to that on Saturday, but were Corinthians getting a bit overly physical? Seemed to be a bit of concern that we might pick up a few injuries, or
there was a couple of challenges. I wasn't me that said that, but I think there was a couple of challenges that went in were a bit iffy. I really thought that the one on Doyle looked fairly heavy when he scored, but I think luckily enough none of the lads really got injured. And see Warren started, got a good hour. I think it was an hour before he was taken off.
Yeah.
Good to see him get more minutes. Hopefully he's pushing for a start now for Friday.
Yeah. There was a heavy challenge on Warren as well in the first half.
All right.
You know, so you could see, it was just, I don't know, it was just, and it probably is a fitness thing again, because they were sort of late to the tackle, they were thinking they were going to make the ball and they were nowhere near it.
So they weren't being overly dirty, I reckon. They were just late, just not fit.
Just not fit, and just a couple of seconds behind, if you know what I mean. No, they definitely weren't. I wouldn't call them fit. Like, no, they definitely weren't allowed to do anything bad now. Definitely not.
Right, okay. How did Bates get on, lads?
Oh, I was expecting more.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't think he was great. No, about you, Tom?
Yeah, look, it's alright, like, nothing spectacular out of him.
Yeah, I tried a couple of heavy touches and a couple of bad passes on in the first half.
Probably still just a bit not fully sharp.
Yeah, maybe so. Yeah, and he did play the whole match then, didn't he? That was his first full 90 minutes for us. But one thing now about it, like when you are at games like that and you're so close, you hear everything. Like you're basically on the pitch with them. He does a lot of talk. He does a lot of organisation still.
Right.
There's a lot of that to him still going on, and you should have them fucking giving out to each other, lads. It's mad. It's where they don't like each other. It's good, you know. It is good to see. Like, I think the game was only on a couple of minutes, and Shane Farrell's having a go at Buckner.
Really?
Yeah, just over. I don't know if it was a misplaced pass or a tackle that went in and they missed it or something. But like, they're holding each other accountable for it, which is good. Like, I'd love to see that.
Yeah, no, 100%. Just back on Bates, like, again, I know we kind of talked about it last week, but it's very, very hard to judge the man on what we've seen from him so far, because we did talk about the Sligo game and he had 45 minutes and I thought he was really, really good, and so I really got the hopes up thinking this guy's like a proper baller, and I'm not saying he's not, but then he goes and he plays Shamrock Rovers, and it's kind of hard to it's hard to get a gauge on a player, isn't it? I think you need 10 games to really judge a player. You just can't get your head around how good they are, how bad they are, what their attributes and all that. Like, you could hear that the first night in Sligo even, or see that in Sligo. Right? He was only on the pitch and he was pointing here and pointing there and, full of chat out of him and all that. And I think we needed that, because we were saying that before, that there was just seemed to be some sort of, I wouldn't say lack of leadership, but, we needed somebody to kind of grab it by the scruff of the neck a little bit, which I think is great to have, especially in the middle of the park like that. But I kind of had my hopes up that you would have said no. He looked really, really good against the likes of Corinthians, being at their level and coming to the level that he's played at and all that. I thought he would have grabbed the game by the scruff of the neck a bit more, but you're saying he was a bit quiet.
Yeah, like as Owen said, he wasn't bad, but I was expecting a bit more. But like that, like Shane Farrell was brilliant in midfield, and he really took the game by the scruff of the neck.
Okay, it's good to hear.
Yeah, spraying balls around, getting on the ball, and making things happen, getting it off Keeley a lot, getting it off the back three, But no, look, I'm definitely not saying Bates was bad. He wasn't bad. And look, it's one of them games when he probably didn't have to do anything, and it was a strange game. I just thought there was one or two passes he put a little bit off on his touch and that. But look, probably nitpicking, to be honest with you.
Yeah, look, no, I get it though, because as I said, I was kind of half hoping you would have come back and said, no, he sort of showed a bit of class against amateur lads, you know what I mean? You would be, I don't think you're asking for too much for some of our players to really sort of stand out and kind of take the piss out of the opposition a little bit, because it's kind of what you should be doing against that kind of opposition. Like, I know, once you go 3 up, maybe subconsciously you do sort of take the foot off the gas, and you don't want to throw yourself into things, and you don't want to get injured and all that because you're 3 up and you're not going to lose the game. So I won't be getting carried away about that. But definitely, I think it will take a good handful more games to really sort of judge him and see what sort of player he is like.
Yeah, and like probably, I don't know, would you have noticed that, like, we have tightened up a bit though, more midfield, haven't we, since he went into the team?
Shane Farrell is vastly improved since he came into the team.
Even the last few games defensively, we've kind of tightened up a bit. Clean sheet now, right? 2 clean sheets against 2 non-league teams, but still, even in the league, we're not shipping as cheap goals anymore.
No, and we don't seem to be as wide open in that middle part of the pitch.
Yeah, we're not getting played through as much as was happening earlier on in the season.
So maybe that's down to Bates. It's just going unnoticed, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, maybe.
When you're on about taking the piss now, the opposition, like Buckner was at.
Oh, was he?
He was class. He was brilliant.
Right.
He was on it. You'd swear it was the FBI Cup final.
Right.
Yeah. he went for it. He went for the throw, and he played really, really well.
That's great to hear. He is that kind of player, and if he gets a chance to nutmeg a player or, do something, he'll do it.
Yeah, he was taking lads on, and he was putting lads on the ground, and he was jumping over them, and he was going through them, and yeah, he was good. He was really good.
Yeah, just back on Bates, just watching it there. It was Bates who put a lovely little cross in for Doyle to kind of get ahead on it and put it back into Anselin for his 3rd goal. So yeah, really good little team goal there. Jesus, it's the same. It's always the way against non-league sides. You're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. So, you know what I mean? I was even looking at the score going, 3-0 at half time. It'll probably end up being 5 or 6. And then I went back to the phone then a couple of hours later and I looked at it and went, finished 3-0. I was a little bit maybe slightly disappointed, you know what I mean? I was thinking, I thought we would have put a few more by them. But look, literally, it's just win, isn't it? And get the fuck out of there and go home.
Yeah. I don't know what you thought of watching on the telly. Did you think he just took the foot off altogether?
I think they did a bit, yeah, but without being complacent, just could have took the foot off a bit. As Craig said, just get the win, get out of there, job done, no injuries.
Yeah, I think if the game had been in United Park, I think we would have got a couple of more in the second half.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd imagine it was pretty flat atmosphere there, was it?
It was. And the pitch was okay. It wasn't brilliant. You know, so, and like the different atmosphere, obviously, as you said, it was a bit flat compared to what United Park would be.
All about getting minutes into lads' legs. That's literally,
Yeah.
if you can get a result and get boys on the pitch who haven't really been on the pitch, maybe. Which leads me on to what were when did we make the subs, lads? Did we do them at half time, or did he wait a while into the second half?
2 at half time, wasn't it?
2 at half time, yeah.
Who was two on?
Quinn and Cruz,
Yeah.
one for Buckner and a Badgie.
Okay. How did Quinner and Cruz look?
Yeah, good. Yeah, they didn't have to do anything spectacular. Just about getting minutes on the legs and getting a touch in. Yeah, Quinn looked good, as we did.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
And what were the other subs after that, lads? Bring on your
Around an hour mark, it was Godden come on for Warren and Daniel Mayer come on for Farrell.
Yes.
All right, Daniel Mayer again.
And then Markey come on for Anston there about 70 minutes.
Yes.
How did Mayer and Markey do? They look okay?
I thought they were brilliant.
All right.
Yeah, the two of them really look promising.
Owen?
Yeah, again, they look decent. I thought Markey looked decent when he came on against Crafttown.
Very good.
Could have had a goal there, looked decent. So yeah, it's good to see kind of lads from the under-20s sort of coming up, getting a few minutes at the first team.
Yeah.
I know we're recording this on Monday, they've got a cup semi-final on tonight against Pats. So we probably see them there tonight as well.
Yeah, and just talking to somebody below at the game now, Daniel Mayer, is it Mayer, is it?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah, apparently he's the standard player now on the 20s. He's the main man.
And he's a midfielder.
He played out wide. He played as sort of a winger, as a sort of attacking fullback.
Yeah, I knew he's sort of a right winger, right wing back, yeah.
Yeah, very good. Very, what I noticed with the two of them, very physical, very fit. They're training full time. We see these young lads that become sort of small a little bit, sort of still development. But these two look on it already, so they do. Markey is quite big actually now. I was surprised now. Seeing him up close.
Okay.
Yeah. Very good technically, so he is.
Do you think the two players that we might see between now and the end of the season thrown on to get minutes here and there, or?
It's hard to call, isn't it, Owen?
I'd say it'll depend how games are going. I'd say like if it's a tight game, maybe not.
Yeah, the fact we're in a relegation battle.
Yeah, wouldn't be ideal time to give them. But look, if we have a couple of games left, we're guaranteed 8th position or whatever. You probably will give them a bit of time.
I definitely have no problem throwing Markey into any game.
Yeah, well, obviously Kev threw him in against Crafttown, like that was a big game, and he done a good job there.
Yeah, there is something about him, lads. There really is something about him. He's highly thought of. He was with Bowes, who he was, and he went up to the north, I think.
Right. Played some first-team football up there, did he?
Yeah, there was an issue though then with getting him signed or something. I don't know what it was.
Yeah, he's with Cliftonville.
Yeah. And then I think Drogheda then were looking to get him, like, apparently there, I think there was a few clubs looking at him.
Yeah, no, it's interesting. The reason I sort of bring that up is because we sort of look around the other cup results as well from the weekend, which we'll do in a minute. But the big game yesterday was Pats and Shamrock Rovers, and obviously we're playing Pats on Friday, and we'll talk about that in a minute with the league. But Stephen Kenny had no bother throwing on a fucking kid, and he scored the winner.
Yeah, he threw on two of them, didn't he? The other fellow, Sheridan, was one of the young lads as well.
Sheridan and Rooney, yeah. I think your man Rooney's quite highly rated.
Yeah. No, I just think we could have a little gem here now in Markey.
Yeah, just no. Even getting back to that though, like Kenny that was a massive game. One of you was saying there a minute ago, like if we're in a relegation battle and these are big games, you might not want to throw in kids, but maybe that's the time to give some of these boys a fucking chance, like because even Kenny goes and does it yesterday and it pays off for him. And we've seen over the years, especially Shamrock Rovers, like bringing in young lads, 17-year-olds and 16, 17-year-olds into big league games. There's no better way of blooding the players. Just get them in there and get them involved. Like if they're training, as you say, Richie, to that level and they look physically up for it, why not?
Yeah.
If you're stuck in a game, why not? I think Kevin's a bit conservative at times with things like that.
Yeah, he can be, but he does give the young lads a chance as well, doesn't he? He does. He's not afraid to throw them into the squad or have them as part of the first team.
He does and he doesn't, Richie, though. He's brought in a lot of players over the years and just left them sitting there.
Right,
and
okay.
They never got a look in, you know what I mean? And then they just disappeared. And it's great to see Marky on the pitch there again, because when he came on in Dundalk, he missed the sitter and he should have scored that night, but you're kind of in the back of your head, you're thinking, right, this boy looks like a player. Is he somebody that we can add into the match day squad and introduce? Obviously, you have to introduce these lads in slowly into the team and all that, but I often got the impression with Kevin that he was just overly conservative and he just wouldn't give some of the young lads a chance. He'll bring them into the squad, all right, let them travel, but not actually get them on the pitch sometimes. Like I know Derry for a long time and Bossacani and all that, like they did get opportunities and maybe they didn't take those opportunities with both hands. I'm not sure what way you'd feel about that, but I'm not saying it's easy to do, and I think that young lad Rooney is really, really highly rated at Pats, so maybe there's no risk factor in throwing him in there, but it would be great, wouldn't it, to see a couple of young sort of academy under 20 lads coming into the first team and nailing a place, like, because that's what we need to be doing, is getting the young boys up to scratch.
Yeah, absolutely, and they probably play with no fear as well, these young lads. They don't seem to care.
That's exactly what I'm thinking, Richie, because I looked at the Rovers and Pats yesterday. Them two lads they just seem to be made for it.
They just went and played the game, didn't they? They didn't play the occasion.
No. Playing against the most successful team in the country over the last few years, current cup champions, 2-0 down, and to come back from fucking 2-0 down to win 3-2, it was some result, and for that young kid to get the winner, like, it's unbelievable. I know, I'd love to see us getting to that stage where we're starting to blood the young lads. We will, I suppose we can leave the cup game there, boys. Not much too much to add, is there?
Not really, no. Probably by the time this is out, the draw will be done on Tuesday. Who do you want in it?
Yeah, it's the first
I can call it who's in it. Bows, Derry, ourselves, Crafttown, Galway, Pats, Sligo, Waterford. So it's all Premier League, all Premier Division.
That's the first time since the 80s, was it, Owen? I thought I seen that today.
Yeah, it's something like that, or it's a long time since it's happened,
Yeah. Look, I suppose
home draw.
A home draw to Sligo or home draw to Galway, maybe.
Yeah, I don't think my heart can take another Galway away game. It's just too much of a slog.
Oh God, no.
And then obviously if we get Crafttown away, we can't go to it.
Oh God.
Yeah, is that that ban? Is that the ban for the whole year on, or is it just?
It's out for the year, yeah.
They're the same for the year.
Any games for the year.
Okay, right. I wasn't sure what way they worded it.
Yeah, if the FA would fuck us over anyway if they get a chance.
We'll just want Crafttown, lads. We'll just.
I'll tell you, I'd rather have them a quarter than a semi-final or a final. Would be a nervous wreck, I think. I'd rather play them now than later on.
Yeah.
You've me shitting myself here just thinking about this.
Imagine what the both of us getting to the final.
Oh, it'd be a fucking logistic nightmare for you to, Scott, you'd have all the Dundalk trains bypassing Drogheda.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'd have to do direct trains, they would.
The only option, yeah.
Yeah.
That's just, I know it's a fucking fantasy, but I would just be absolute bedlam in and around the Aviva. What the fuck would they do?
Yeah. Plenty of carry overtime anyway.
Jesus Christ. I know, look, they could handle Bows and Rovers for a league game. So I'm sure they can handle
Yeah.
Dundalk, but I know there's a bit more of aggression there over the last while, and there's a lot of stuff has built up since the beginning of the season. So, man, look, it's hypothetical. We'll get to that bridge when we come to it, I suppose. But a couple of other results from around. I mean, Crabtown battered Castlebar 8-0. I don't know what kind of level Castlebar are, but it's a big result. Loads of goals for them. Bows bet Longford. I did watch a little bit of that. Longford for about 10-15 minutes in the second half looked really good. And then they conceded a third goal. Collie Whelan scored, and then I turned it off. There's not much point in watching it. But the other interesting one I did watch was the Derry and UCD. Jesus, UCD were unlucky. They've some absolute ballers in that team.
Yeah, because we were actually talking to Kevin Doherty before the game on Saturday, and he come over to us, and he was like, "I just watched the game last night, the UCD one," and he was like, "UCD battered them," he said, "How Derry got through that game, he'll never know."
Yeah, it was unreal, Richard. He must have hit the post and the bar about 5 times.
Right, okay, yeah, I didn't watch it, I didn't get to see it.
I watched the Galway Bray.
Oh, Jesus, Bray were all over them at times too, weren't they?
They were, yeah. So these actually ended up being an alright game in the end. A couple of decent players with Bray. Like I like the look of your man Kazinga. He's like a right wing back.
Yeah.
Oh, he was decent, and then Ben McCormick in midfield looked good as well. I wonder if Kev an eye on any of them.
Well, I tell you what, he might have an eye on Bray and UCD, because if you were to get them in a, hopefully not, but if you were to get them in a playoff, I'll tell you what, they could give you a game, because if UCD played like that against us, the way they played against Derry, we would struggle.
Yeah, I was just going to bring that up now. Would you be worried now, lads, looking at them couple of games, how close they were for a playoff, or was it just the fact that it was a cup game and
It's very different. I think, it's
hard to do.
It's hard to know. Like, it's a one-off. I know the playoff is a one-off thing as well, but it's just different things at stake.
Yeah. It was like nearly a free shot for them, wasn't it? The cup games.
Yeah.
You know.
Just on that, Richie, right? The Derry UCD game. I mean, we all know that like Derry are underperforming and things aren't going well for them, and there's loads of shit on and off the pitch. They're having a lot of problems, but we also do know that they have the likes of, I know the standout player is Mickey Duffy and all that, but then you have Adam O'Reilly and go through that team, Cameron Dunnigan, and they've loads of real quality players, and they're capable of playing ball. But UCD were just cutting them open at will at one stage. I watched it for about 20 minutes in the second half, and UCD had 3 absolutely serious chances. As I said, ball coming back off the woodwork and all that, and you're thinking, fucking hell, UCD could be 2 or 3 up here. This was when it was at 1-0, and then it went to 1-1. And you're kind of I was looking at that half thinking, Jesus, I don't know whether I would want to play these lads in a playoff game, because if they played like that, but maybe Derry were a lot more open than us, you know what I mean? Because maybe Derry were trying to play the ball on the deck as well, and it was 2 teams going at each other. We know we're not like that. We would probably, try and smother them and get them on the break, because that's what we do. So maybe me worries are a bit unfounded, but I have to say, I definitely would have concerns if it was UCD ended up playing in the playoff, and I know they're up there in those playoff places. I think they're pretty much guaranteed they're going to get a playoff. But I don't know. I didn't see a lot of the Bray game. The bits I did see, I thought they were playing some class football as well.
Yeah, they did. They certainly got through Galway a bit easier than we did when we were there. Just look, as I mentioned, Ben McCormick, he stood out in midfield for them, and Kazinga, he's the right wing back. He was very good. Did a lad up front as well, Chara, I think his name was. He's a big lad. He kind of caused him a few problems. It's just some. So I think Bray. Someone told me Bray might be full time now.
Really? Because I know they lost a good few players there, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, but they still have the luxury man, Farage.
Yeah,
he came off the bench, or Farage, as the commentator was calling him.
Farage. Yeah. Fuck's sake. Get bin face.
Yeah, there's some decent. I know they don't know if Sammy come off the bench. Tyreek Sammy, he's on loan from. He got the goal. I think he's on loan from Shells. Like, he's kind of fairly highly rated as well. Only 20, like, but yeah.
Yeah, he played against us in the Leinster Cup, didn't he?
Yeah, he did actually.
Yeah.
Would that not concern you, lads? Would that not concern you that, like, Bray can go over and sort of play through Galway? I won't say at will, but they certainly cut through them, like, a lot more than we did. Like, how can a Fourth Division team go there and play like that and we can't?
It's very different. Like, I'd say Galway probably were a bit more trying to go on the front foot against them than they would have against us.
Yeah, true.
Probably that, like.
Yeah, it's a completely different mindset.
Yeah.
No, definitely that game, but like, definitely UCD UCD are capable of playing football, and they always have. Always. Football over the years, like.
Yeah, like you'll see, there'll be a few lads from that team will be playing for the league winning club soon enough, you'd imagine.
Yeah. I think, wasn't Adam Brennan in that team at the start of the season?
Yeah, he would have played them last year, yeah.
Yeah, I think he played in United Park in that friendly that we played them.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, I think he played that night and he went to Rovers then, not too shortly after.
Oh, I think you're right, Richie. Yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah, look, they always have standard players. They always have, like, and they're able to pick the good young players around the country, obviously through the scholarships that they can offer.
Yeah, 100%. Even the commentator made reference to a player the other night. I think he was either, he could have been a centre half or he could have been even playing more out on the left. I'm not sure, but he did say that his sort of form has picked up a lot since the interest from Shamrock Rovers. Apparently Shamrock Rovers were really interested in taking him, and ended up he didn't go. But apparently the boys were saying, as you said, a lot of these players had big interest from, they said, various Premier Division clubs from Dublin. And then your man said, yeah, Rovers were definitely interested. There was known interest in this chap, and they were saying how good he is and all that. So definitely, I would probably be, you'd have to be a little bit concerned about playing anybody. Obviously, you're not going to be getting into it. Probably go into it as favourites, but, look, hopefully we don't end up in a fucking playoff, but if we do, on the evidence of the other night, Bray or UCD would certainly give you a really good game. Longford on the other hand, I watched that for just bits, dipping in and out of it. The stream actually died on me, but I think they had about 5 minutes where they looked good, and for the rest of it, they just looked second best. I think it's great result for Bows. They only came back from Michelin or whatever it's called on Thursday night, and again, job done for them. So what that leaves us, eight Premier Division teams left in the cup. So I don't know who I'd want out of that. I actually don't care, as long as we get a home draw and just go and beat whoever's in front of us.
Yeah, that's home draw is the main one.
Yeah, big time. Yeah, lads, we look forward to Friday now. St. Pat's in United Park. Pat's coming off the back of a really good win, 3-2 in the cup against Rovers, as we said. A couple of young lads coming on for them. But the positive for us is that Keane Levy and one other player who I can't remember went off with, Simon Powell went off with fairly bad injuries, so they obviously won't be lining out, which is good.
Yeah, the Keane Levy one's massive.
Yeah, absolutely. He's caught us the ribbons anytime he's played against us.
Yeah, he's fucking destroyed us this season.
Yeah.
Are they definitely out? Was there anything said about it? Like, I know the injuries didn't look good.
I think it was a hamstring or he hobbled off, like, so I'd be very surprised if he is in the squad on Friday.
Okay, good.
Stephen Kenny's interview I watched, and he said they've come off with really bad injuries.
Right.
Yeah, so you can take from that what you want, because but I would be very surprised to see Levy on the pitch. But he said, what did he say? A very, very positive result, but it was just tainted a little bit by the two boys coming off a very, very bad injury. So who knows? But look, we know Pats have a decent squad as well. I mean, they're going to replace them too with really, really good players. So we're going to have a tough test. We haven't played well against Pats.
No.
Well, hold on a minute. Was it the game that we played down in Inchicore with no fans? We went 1-up and we were really good, and then we absolutely got battered. Am I right in saying that?
Yeah. Finished 4-1.
Yeah, finished 4-1, but we played really well in that for a while in Inchicore.
Yeah, I just feel like this season we haven't really laid a glove on them. Like last year, we put it up to them.
All 0-0s last year, wasn't it? Or draw matches, anyway.
There was 1-1-0 and 3-0-0s, I think.
Yeah,
they beat us once.
Yeah,
we haven't beaten them since 2023. Remember Dale Rooney's folly?
Oh, up there.
Yeah.
Right.
We bet them at home as well that year with Darragh Markey scored a late winner then as well.
Yeah.
I remember that.
God, dirty, you postman, country!
The last 10 games, like, we've no wins, 4 draws and Pats of 6 wins.
Right, we need to change that.
Yeah, we're due a win though.
Yeah, due a win, yeah.
Well, look, even with those injuries, it's going to be tough. Like, Pats have a fairly stacked squad, like.
Yeah, they do. Albuzetti was back the other night as well. He's been in and out, but when he's on fire, he destroys us too.
Yeah, so the lads are going to be busy at the back, I think.
Yeah, and your man didn't play. Well, he only won sub. Edmondson, is it the striker?
Yeah.
He is good, lads.
Aidan Keena.
Yeah.
The other fella, Olasanya, as well. He's up front. He's another option they have.
Right. Okay.
Well, look, we get chances against them, especially at home. We just have to be clinical.
Yeah. Look, I definitely think it's coming to a stage now. It's fucking like we can't have any more excuses. We have to start winning, especially at home games.
Yeah.
We have to like the games are running out, so they are, aren't they?
Yeah.
Well, 9 left.
I think so.
I think it's 9.
Yeah, so we have to start.
Yeah, 9 left. Yeah.
And how are we feeling about it? Like it's hard to. It's been a mixed bag over the last while. You know, we throw the cup in there, the last 2 cup games, and then you go to Craptown and win, and that kind of gives you a bit of hope then that we're capable of winning games. And then the draw against Shamrock Rovers at home, which I thought we played really, really well, and that was probably our best performance of the season. We go to Galway, and in my opinion, it was absolute shite. I don't know how you used to really feel about it, to be honest. We didn't get much of a chance to speak to you about that, Richie, because you were away on your holidays. But did you get a chance to see that Galway game?
Yeah, I watched it over there. I watched it in one of the pubs in Portugal.
What did you think?
Not great at all, lads. Not
It
fucking
never
great.
is over there, really, is it?
Never is. And you know what? A lot of people are on about the pitch. I thought the pitch was fucking shit. Like, it's not fully grown, so it's not the grass on it.
It didn't.
I know it's a
It
couple
looked
of
all
players
right on
getting
the
their
night.
feet caught and stuff, but I know Denison was, anytime he was kicking the ball, he was looking at the ground. So I don't know whether it was slipping or something, or probably not fully bedded in. Look, it's still only new, so it takes a bit of time to mature.
Yeah, I know. Look, yeah, it's going to be class. Don't get me wrong.
Mm.
But I thought when the camera zoomed in on it, like we watched on the telly, obviously, you could see how patchy it was and like not fully growing.
Okay.
But was Bulger talking to Martin? I think he was talking. Bulger said he knew that the ball wasn't like whatever way the foot was going underneath the ball, it was putting the ball up in the air. And he said, I hope Hawley does this for his penalty. He puts his foot underneath it and it goes over. And it fucking did happen.
Yeah, but Bulger actually said that in a LOI TV or LMFM interview, I think it was.
Well, that's what it was. I knew I seen it somewhere.
And he also said that the more sort of later on in the game and the damper it got, the more dew was coming down on the grass and it was easier.
Yeah.
So, there was definitely an issue here, but I suppose first game on it, so it will get better, as you said, but look, I don't know, it's hard to take any sort of positives or confidence from that performance. I just thought second half when he made the substitutions, he took Buckner off, and I thought we were just getting we were getting bullied. And yeah, look, again, a completely different game than the next week when you go and play College Corinthians in the Cup. You can't really read too much into it, and now you have to go and play Pats on Friday at home. So it's very, very difficult to try and, come up with a plan in your head as to how we will do or how we will set up a play, because I don't know, but as you said, Richie, it's time. There's no more excuses. We have to win home games. I don't care if it's 5 years since we've beaten Pats or 3 years or whatever it is. We have to go and try and take the game to them. We can't. There's no settling for a point.
No.
Too late.
It's not the way Watford are playing.
Yeah, fuck me.
It'd be different if they were losing as well and Sligo were kept losing and that, you'd say, right, a point is a point, but Watford seem to keep fucking winning.
The phone team in the league, man.
Yeah, so look, I think one of you mentioned it last week on the podcast. It's past performances now at this stage. It's just they're getting the fucking result.
Yeah, but saying that, we have to be just really, really solid. I know Pats are going to have a lot of the ball. We say this every week when we're playing against these teams. Going to have a lot of the ball, and the defenders are going to have to be really, really on it. But we need the likes of Warren if he starts, Buckner, maybe Anselin up top. Do you think he'll get a start this week?
I think we have to play him. I would anyway.
Yeah, I would as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he hasn't played Pats yet, so it'll be a different challenge for them. They'll be looking at him going, right, this guy's big, tall, 6'4", whatever he is, but he's a bit of skill about him, and he's a clever footballer. So I think we need him in there big time. Him and Doyle.
Yeah. No, we have to. He's just a target man that we don't have.
Yeah. Do you reckon he'll go with the same 11 as started down in Cork the weekend? Do you reckon that was probably some of us thinking? He's not going to play. He'll need either Kane or Cruz back in.
Yeah, I don't think he'll go with Warren or Buckner as his two.
No,
full.
Definitely not.
You could bring Alua back in.
Alua, yeah, as well. Alua to go back in. Jeez, I don't know what team would go with lads now.
It's hard to know.
Yeah.
That's part of the problem.
Yeah, more than likely he'd stick with what he's been playing the last couple of games. You know what I mean?
Will he reintroduce Ryan Brennan into the middle, you think? Bates, Ryan and Farrell, or will he leave leave Kavanagh in, or what you know, do you go toe to toe with them in the middle or what?
Yeah, like he gave Ryan the complete weekend off. Like Ryan wasn't even in Cork,
Okay, very good.
so yeah, which was probably good for him as well. I mean, nice little break from him. Uh, yeah, like he said against Galway that the game didn't suit Kavanagh. Like surely Pats would suit Kavanagh, would it? Is this the type of game for him? Obviously, his own club as well,
More so than Galway would, yeah.
and at home.
I don't get that. I said this to you a couple of weeks ago. Like, you know, that game didn't see Kavanagh, but it would have suited Ryan Markey last year. Oh, yeah. Do you know what I mean? Dara Markey.
Yeah.
Sorry, too many Markeys now. It would have suited Dara Markey last year, but it wouldn't have suited Kavanagh. I don't understand that logic.
They're different players.
I know the different players,
They're
but
not identical, like.
yeah, but how does it not suit Kavanagh? And it suit, like, from what point of view? Because he's a ball player and he wants to keep the ball on the deck and he's small and, you know, does that not remind you of anyone? Do you know what I mean?
But they're not exact replica of each other, like.
I'm not saying they are the exact replicas of each other, but I don't get the logic about not wanting to play one of your probably best footballers. Because that's what Kavanagh's meant to be. When we got him, everyone's like, oh, this guy's a real baller, like, you know, he'll be able to control a game. Why would you not want to do that in Galway?
Because the ball's going to be going over his head 90% of the time, that's why.
Why does the ball have to go over his head 90% of the time? Why don't we try and keep it on the deck?
Oh, no, I agree with you there, but that's what happens in Galway. The ball does not spend a lot of time on the deck. Just that's how it's been, like.
But that's down to us. We didn't want to keep the ball on the deck because we did for 5 minutes. And we did really well for that few minutes where we pinned a load of little passes together and it was good. And you're thinking, right, lads, this is the way to do this. I think that's the way to get at Galway. Because if you try and go toe to toe with them, looping balls up, like you get what happened the other night where we were bullied. In my opinion, I think they were way the better team in the second half. They should have won it.
Yeah, they were. But you said, you'd love to see us play on the deck, but we weren't playing on the deck, so it'd be wasted if Kavanagh was there.
Yeah, I suppose now you have to change the whole style of play, don't you? We still are kicking the ball long. We still are going long with it all the time.
Yeah, but look, that doesn't suit Mark Doyle either.
It doesn't suit Doyle. It doesn't suit Alua. It probably doesn't suit Lauren. So.
What way did we play in Cork the weekend? Did we keep the ball on the deck? Did we loop the ball over the top the whole time and try and just get them on the break? What way did we play?
No. So the ball was laying at Keely's feet the whole game. He just controlled the whole thing, knocking around, and it was real slow tempo.
Okay.
Yeah, look, obviously there was a few balls hit over the top of that, but a lot of us played around. A lot of us played through Shane Farrell and Buckner and Warren.
And would the centre halves pushed up a good lot, Richie?
Yeah, as I said, Keely would take the ball off Dennison, and he that much time he could have set in the ball and tie the shoelace and go back up and play the pass. He had all the time in the world just to play a pass who we wanted to.
So it's, I know this sounds really obvious, but it's like kind of right. We'll set up to play the likes of College Corinthians because we know we're a better football inside and we will play football. But when we go against practically the other 9 teams in the Premier Division, we're like, well, we're not as good as any of these teams. So we're just going to fucking hoof the ball up top and try and get people on the break.
Yeah, I don't mind the way we set up against the likes of Rovers and Pats and Bowersey. Because look, let's be honest, they are better than us. But it does annoy me how we set up against Sligo at home or Waterford at home or Waterford away.
Galway.
Yeah, you'd like to just have a bit more ambition, yeah.
Yeah, a little bit more ambition, yeah. Now, the Galway one is a tricky one because, like, fucking, I don't know what it is down there in Galway, but it's always the same type of game. It's always a fucking like a battle, isn't it? Battle in the air.
Excuse me. Yeah, look, I mean, I think that's what my point is. It's just, we have to show some ambition at some point. But look, again, I'd be the first person to be fucking sitting here losing my life if we go out and get beaten 3-0 at this stage of the season because we went out and tried to play fucking football and go toe to toe with the team that are second in the league and have some serious footballers, and they've proven it over the years. Even the likes of Chris Forrester, he's always been a scourge for us, and you know what I mean. You don't want to be. I don't think you can try and match them for that. We're going to have to match them for just grit and determination and lots of hard work and pace and trying to get them off the ball. But we can't resort to this. I'm not saying we will, and I don't think we did against Rovers. We did at times. There was times where we just let them have the ball and all that, and we probably will do the same thing on Friday night. But we have to show some sort of ambition and show some sort of football ambition that we're not just going to just fucking woof the ball every time it comes back to one of the fucking centre halves, that we just put our foot through it and lash it back into the stand because of we're under the cosh. Because it's just, as you said, we need a win. Even a draw, like a draw will be a draw. Don't get me wrong. If everyone else draws, you're kind of going, right, well, we haven't lost any ground. But if we could get 3 points in this and then 3 points the following week, you're up into fucking 7th.
Yeah,
it's still that way. Like, it's still that way.
Yeah. Now, in fairness, he's probably got better options now at the minute, doesn't he? Like, he's getting a lot of his squad back.
Probably the most he's had all year, in terms of the only real injury they have is Ethan O'Brien, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, I heard rumour he could be back next week.
Yeah, I was going to say, Kevin did say he's very close.
Yeah. So,
good.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't throw him straight back in either, but good to hear he's close to being back.
If he made the bench and then he was available for Craptown the next week.
Exactly. Yeah. But, like, in fairness, like, we did show a bit of ambition against Rovers at home, didn't we?
At times, Richie, at times.
At times, yeah. So, look, something similar like that maybe, and try and nick a goal, or, but, yeah, I think for us to be a little bit more ambitious, I think we need Warren in the game. I think Warren's really, really direct.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good for just running at people.
Yeah. He doesn't go back. He doesn't slow it down.
Buckner could be like that as well, to be fair to him.
Yeah.
Who?
Buckner,
yeah. But is he going to have the two of them in the team this week? Like,
yeah, it's hard to know. Like, different options, so many different ways you could combinations, and that it's tricky. Like,
yeah, he's going to probably go Bulger, Keeley, and Abaji. He's going with the three. I can see him putting Conor Kane back in, lads.
that's a killer.
I can see him putting him back in. Yeah.
He just hasn't been on it, man. He's been fucking poor. And I like Conor Kane, and I've liked him over the years, and I think there is a footballer in there. But the man can't get past the halfway line, and he can't beat a player. He's just turning on his heels constantly. The ball's going backwards. He's not trying to beat a player. I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah, no, look, I agree 100%. I like Conor Kane. He's a good footballer. He just doesn't become a bad footballer overnight. But I do agree he's not playing well this season. He's definitely not playing well this season. But is it too early to put Cruz then in? I know Cruz came on last Saturday. So, I don't know.
A bit of a risky start in Cruz, yeah.
Yeah. I can see him going, yeah, I fucking don't know, lads, actually. He actually has options now, so I don't know what he's going to do.
Well, he's also Quinn as an option.
If he has, say, if Warren or Buckner, I'd be happy with either one of them coming off the bench for the last 20 minutes to go with a tired defence. Like.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Warren's way more of a goal threat, man. I want Warren on that pitch if he's fit.
Yeah, he played. He got the hour there, so you'd like to think he's fairly fit. Like at least get 60 minutes or 70 minutes out of him.
I mean, if there's opportunities going to come our way, he will find them and he will create something. He's good at beating people and closing keepers down. And the Warren that we've seen when he's fully fit is a top player. Like I think I'm always confident when we have him on the pitch. I'd love to see him start.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, I agree 100%. Yeah, definitely. Well, like you're on about showing ambition. Like for us to show ambition by this Friday, you'd want to be going 4-3-3, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
And you go and answer him, say Warren on one side, or you could even put Buckler or Doyle on the other side of him,
Or Lewis, yeah.
or Lewis. So, but then you are leaving yourself exposed, aren't you?
Yeah, when I say show ambition, like I'm not going too mad. I still think he'll play 5 at the back.
Yeah. Look, it is going to be 5 at the back Friday night, without a doubt. I don't know what 5 is going. Well, I obviously know the 3 centre halves will be there. It's the 2 full backs then what he's going to go with.
I have a bad feeling that you're right that he will throw Conor Kane back in.
Does Quinn come back into it then?
As a right full?
Possibly, yeah. Or a Badgie and the slot in like.
Yeah, put Quinn back in centre half and a Badgie right full.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is an option, isn't it?
Yeah. We haven't said a lot this year.
I don't rate Agbaje as a right full. He's not great at going by anyone either. I just not working.
And you know what? He's actually playing really well though at centre half.
Yeah, and I'd leave him there.
Yeah, he's playing really well. And funny enough, he actually started as a winger when he was a young lad. It's mad how he changed position. But,
always the option for Quinn out in the wing as well.
Yeah.
You know what? Quinn's probably better going forward, is he?
Yeah, he is.
Probably is definitely carrying the ball, yeah.
Yeah.
Carrying the ball. No problem that he's obviously a good defender.
We've seen him doing that a few times last year. I think getting a hold of the ball and ending up in the opposition's box, like.
Yeah, we haven't seen it at all this season.
No. Obviously, he's been a bit unlucky. He's in and out of the team and injury and this, that, and the other. But anyway, look, lads, I suppose it's all speculation. We'll know on Friday, and it's going to be a tough one. But we've got 9 games left. We can't keep saying this, but we need 3 fucking points, and that's just it, really, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. Now, as I said, it's time to. We can't deal with any more excuses. We have to start winning. Yeah,
100%. We just don't have any more time to be dicking around. If we're going to get ourselves out of this 9th place, we need to win, and we need to be sort of guaranteeing ourselves that we're not going to slip into the 10th place either. Because if Sligo go and get a win, you're kind of in trouble. What's the other fixtures this weekend, lads? Do you know offhand?
Sligo play Watford.
Sligo play Waterford. Rovers play Craptown, am I right? No, they played last week.
Shells. Oh, that's postponed.
Craptown play Galway.
Oh, it's Galway. In Oriel.
Yeah.
Bowsderry.
Okay. So in theory, we kind of want Craptown to be beating Galway.
Yeah.
I hate saying that.
Yeah.
And also, we want Waterford to beat Sligo. I hate saying that too.
Do you want Waterford to beat Sligo?
Well, do you not want Sligo rooted to that 10th spot and then gives us a fighting chance to get up out of the 9th spot?
If Waterford beats Sligo, and look, if we lose the Pats, then that's them pulling away from us, isn't it?
Well, there'll be 3 points ahead of us then, because we're level on goal difference, are we?
There's 1 in it in goal difference.
Right. Yeah.
So ideally, Sligo and Waterford draw, and we beat Pats.
Yeah, that's what I'd be thinking.
Hmm.
You know what, lad? Have to start fucking other results. We have to start doing the business ourselves,
Yeah, that's it.
isn't it?
6 points in the next 2 games.
Could be a story in 2 weeks, wouldn't it? Now, like that, if you get 2 wins,
Easier said than done.
you just have done.
We haven't won 2 on the trot all year.
No.
No.
Yeah, we did.
When?
First 2 games of the season.
Oh, the first 2, Galway and... No, yeah,
Waterford.
Galway away and Waterford at home. Correct. I stand corrected. Right, so if we can repeat that fucking trick, we'll be laughing.
Yeah. Better luck.
Okay. Before we go, do we have our facts from Fabrice?
We do. He's back over the water now again. So I just got this one for lunchtime today. Hello, chaps. Thought I'd say thanks for having me last week. Was great crack and hope the shite I shared was worth a listen to someone. Ansel has gotten a chance and took it. Yes, it was only against non-league, so he needs to start against Pats Friday. Levy and Power out for Pats, so we have a chance. Play like we did against Rovers, on the front foot, high press and on the counter. Then we'll have a chance. Will Kev go with a 3-5-2 or back to a 4-2-3-1/4-5-1? Ansel and Doyle could be a partnership with Buckner and Davis out wide. I'm off to get my cans for the train home. Regards, Fabrice.
There you go. That was a lot more animated than your last reading. You took his advice on.
Yeah, I did, yeah.
I think Fabrice just pretty much echoed exactly what we've just said.
Yeah.
It took us an hour to say it, but anyway.
Should have just read out his email. That's the full podcast.
Yeah, that would have been more entertaining. Right, lads.
Sorry, his facts, not his email.
Sorry, his facts, yeah. We'll leave it there. I'll get the predictions on. We'll go with you first, man.
I think we're going to lose 3-0.
Okay, Richie.
I know what Owen's thinking there now. We're going to win 2-0.
Reverse psychology. Okay, you say 2-0. 2-0 to Drogheda.
No, jeez, look at that. Look, I think we can nick a 1-0. We have to nick a 1-0. We have to. So I'll go 1-0.
I'm going to be positive. I'm going to say Drogheda are going to win 2-1 because I can't see them not scoring. So yeah, 2-1. And, right, so 3-0 Pats on, 1-0 Drogheda, and I'm going 2-1. Right. Okay. Let's see what happens, boys. I will hopefully talk to you next week and enjoy the game on Friday.
See you Friday night, lads.
Yeah, see you then.
Cheers, boys.
All the best.
Good luck.
Bye.
Less than 20 years ago, there was money.